Good afternoon, baseball fans, as we welcome you to Witter Field here in Wisconsin Rapids for this Assumption Royal matchup between Assumption and the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals here on Zaleski Sports. My name is Mike Wendland. I'm Steve Maves on the production for this morning's game on this Monday, on a very warm Monday morning here from Witter Field. As right now, already taking some of their warm-up plays in the infield and outfield are the Royals, as the coaches meet with the umpires right at home plate. For this one, as we get ready for the final regular season games for Assumption. They will be back in playoff action going on Thursday. They'll be back here hosting the Port Edwards Blackhawks. The winner of that one will be going to Rosholt to take on the Hornets out of the CWC in Division 5. Right now, currently 82 degrees. The heat index has it up to 91 already this morning as both teams finish their meetings. As we get set for this one, looks like we're going to jump right into it. And so for that being said, we'll jump right into your starting lineups this afternoon. We'll start with the Fighting Cardinals of Newman Catholic coming in at 4-9 at 2-7 in the Merowith South. They have come in 5th place under Coach John Roberts. So for your starting lineups, we'll start again with Newman Catholic leading off at shortstop, wearing number 2, Nate Clements. Batting second, doing the pitching today, number 4, Dylan Ackerman. Batting third at first base, number 12, Eli Gustafson. Batting fourth and catching, number 7, Taylor Lemansky. Batting fifth at third base, number 10, Brennan Shaughnessy. Batting sixth in left, number 3, Ben Knoll. Batting seventh in center field, number 5, Josh Clements. Batting eighth and right, number 8, James Bates. And hitting ninth and playing second base, number 1, Nick Brenner. Again, for Newman Catholic, it'll be Clement, Ackerman, Gustafson, Lemansky, Shaughnessy, Knoll, Clement, Bates, and Brenner, facing Aaron Livernash for the Assumption Royals on the mound. Setting up the defense for the Royals, we'll start in the outfield left to right. It is Parker Gerke in left, Joey Moyer in center, and Butch Maytott in right. Your infield left to right, third to first, Nick Lieber will be at third, Ryan Shaw at short, Nolan Hartman at second, Alex Sullivan at first, with Jack Klatt doing the catching for Livernash this afternoon. Livernash, a right-handed pitcher for Assumption, coming in at 0-3 with a 9.11 earned run average in his 9th appearance with 17 2/3 innings thrown this season for the Royals. Royals are trying to snap a 7-game skid. Last win was against Chequamegon back on May 14th. They won that one 6-2. For Newman Catholic, they are trying to stop a 2-game skid. They got swept by Edgar last week. Their last win was against Assumption back on the 25th, in which they threw a 5-inning no-hitter. As we get set to start this one. So Nate Clement will step in at short. He's hitting .231 this year for the 4-9 Cardinals, right-handed hitter. Newman Catholic in their gray jerseys, red sleeves, red helmets. Assumption in the blue jerseys, gray pants, blue hats. Livernash working out of the stretch right off the bat. That's going to miss outside, and we're underway. Dimensions here at Witter Field, 315 down both foul lines, 366 to dead center. As there's a strike right on the outside corner, count evens up a ball and a strike. Two teams in 5th and 6th in the Merowith South. Stratford is a game up on Edgar, but Edgar still has 2 games against Auburndale tomorrow. A chance to try and tie that one, as there's a swing and a miss, and it's 1-2. So the conference still has not quite been decided just yet. It will be by the end of tomorrow, with playoffs starting later this week. As the 1-2 fouled straight back, breaking all that time from Livernash. Last time these two teams met, it was Jack Klatt who got the start. He went 3 2/3 in that one. Dylan Ackerman, who's starting today, started that game as well for Newman, got the win. As the umpire now finally gets some game balls. As we'll see how the players handle playing on a Monday morning here at 11 o'clock. after playing afternoons all season long, and now as we approach 90 degrees, as that's going to miss high and away. Count goes to 2-2 to Nate Clements. Clement Jr. Both these teams are very young. Both teams have a lot of their players returning next season. As that one misses high, 3-2. Ackerman sits on deck. Leading hitter for Newman. And it's a leadoff walk, and Clement is aboard for Dylan Ackerman. Ackerman, a senior, hitting .537 this year. He's hit 2 home runs, driven in 6. 22 for 41 out of the left-handed batter's box. One of 4 hitters hitting above 300 for the Cardinals this season. Clement's stolen 1 base, throwback. He's back diving without any problem. Ackerman with a slightly open stance in that left-handed box. And he'll take one outside. Liv Nash this season has walked 16 batters in 17 2/3. Struck out 15 as well. There's a swing and a miss. That's on the outer half. 1-1 your count. Gustafson on deck. Decent sized leader first for Clements. And there he goes. He's on the run. That's inside there. Throw will be way late, and he's upstanding with a stolen base. His 2nd of the season. Throw was down and away. A very tough play for a catcher to make on a good throw, and there was no chance with the jump that Clement got. Now he's on second with nobody out, and a 2-1 count to Ackerman. A little bit of a slide step off. Line drive into the gap, and that will split the outfielders. That'll bring in the first run of the game and get all the way to the wall. Ackerman on his way to third, and he will be there with an RBI triple. There's a reason he is hitting .537. That ball was stung into the gap. Absolutely no chance for Moyer to make a play, and that got by him all the way back to the fence. And now here's Eli Gustafson, the sophomore first baseman. He comes in hitting .351 with 7 RBIs. Another left-handed hitter, slightly open stance. Infield already playing on the grass, as that one misses a bit high for ball 1. Again, last time these two teams met back on May 25th, it was a 7-0 win for Newman, one of their 2 conference wins. That's down and in. Infield playing in, trying to cut that run off early on. Nobody out. Ackerman on third after that RBI triple. That misses out. Or there's a strike. Gave him the outside corner on that one. That's a little bit high and tight. 3-1 the count. Still choking up slightly on the bat. Up on the count, 3 balls and a strike. Livernash comes sets. Big leg kick. And he takes strike 2 on the inside corner. Livernash looking strikeout pop-up. Your 2 best options. Keep that runner over at third. Got him swinging. Big strikeout. There's 1 down. And that'll bring up the catcher, Taylor Lemansky. Lemansky hitting .319. He's driven in 4. Lemansky, a right-handed hitter, standing back of the box, wide open stance. Infields continues to play in. Breaking ball misses outside. Umpire commuting pretty clearly, so you can hear him pretty well as he's describing where each one's missing. And Jack Lack calling the signs. Livernash set for the 1-0. That's going to miss high and away. We're still a runner on third with one down. That's Dylan Ackerman. Ackerman leads the team in runs scored. Fly ball into right center. That's going to split the gap as well. And that's going to get to the warning track. And another runner on his way to third, and there will be no throw. It's an RBI triple again. Second triple of the inning. As Ackerman scores without any problems, Lemansky now is on his way to third. And coming in, Newman had one triple as a team. They have two this inning. As here comes Brennan Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy hitting .475, playing third base. He's got 3 homers this year. He's driven in 14, leads the team. He'll chop one to first. That's going to get down the line fair, and that'll bring in another run. He'll hold that first with an RBI single. And it is 3-0 Newman. So 1 out, and here comes Ben Knoll, the left fielder. He's hitting .250. 10 RBIs, that's second on the team. He's also hit one out of the ballpark this year. Three runs on 3 hits. And that's fouled straight back. Three well-hit baseballs so far for Newman Catholic. Triples from Ackerman and Lemansky. Shaughnessy with a single. He's on first. A little bit of a slide step, misses high and away for ball 1. Livernash trying to find that consistency with that arm slot and consistently hitting the zone. Count 1-1. Step off and throw back to first. Shaughnessy back standing up. Shaughnessy credited with 1 stolen base this season. Knowles back in box, still take one outside for ball 2. 2-1 the count. To the left fielder for the Cardinals, wearing the single batting glove on his bottom hand. Very Hunter Pence-like. And he fouls that one off. Tried to check at the swing, but it goes off the handle. 2-2 the count. Livernash looking for his second strikeout of the inning. Strikeout, ground ball, looking for the two best options right now. Trying to turn that one with Hartman and Shaw up the middle. Step off and a throw back, and back standing Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy not taking much of a lead, looking to go more station to station at this point early on. Now a little bit of a bigger lead for him. That's going to miss outside. Count runs full again, 3-2. Josh Clemens on deck. So we'll see if they put Shaughnessy in motion with 1 down. And he swings and misses on a high fastball, and it's 2 down. So a couple of strikeouts for Livernash this inning, and here comes Clemens. He's hitting .091 this year. He's 3 for 33. He's driven in 2. Slightly close stance to the right-handed box. 2 outs with the runner on first. Slide step that time. That's down and away, and there will be no throw. It's a stolen base for Shaughnessy. So Shaughnessy with his second stolen base of the season. As that one misses a bit high. 2-0 to Josh Clement, the center fielder. Livernash changing up his delivery a little bit every time. Sometimes he'll go slide steps, sometimes he's bringing that big leg kick. At this point, trying to find consistency with that arm slot. A little bit of a three-quarters play. That's popped up to second. Hartman the call, the catch, and the inning is over. But the Cardinals strike for 3 runs on 3 hits, and they leave a runner. We've played 1/2 inning from Whitterfield. Assumption coming up next on Zaleski Sports.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Back here from Whitterfield, 3-0 heading to the bottom of the first. Newman Catholic strikes first with a few hits. And as Dylan Ackerman takes his warm-up tosses, a quick reminder as well from our friends over at Fleet Farm that their garden center is open. So pick up your annuals, perennials, shrubs, and vegetables and make your yard look great with lawn fertilizers, tools, grass seed, power equipment, lawnmowers, and more. That's all at Fleet Farm. They're proudly serving the Midwest since 1955. Roman Catholic Dylan Ackerman, who threw 3 2/3 with 7 strikeouts in the first meeting between these two teams, will make his 8th appearance. He's got a 2-4 record with a 4.31 ERA and 38 strikeouts in 26 innings, also 23 walks. Throwing from that left-hand side, the southpaw. One of the better athletes in the conference. For Newman Catholic, they're still technically, I guess, scheduled to host Chequamegon today. We'll see if that goes this afternoon. But they will host Butternut Mercer on Thursday in their first playoff game. If they win that one, they will then head to Edgar to take on the Wildcats in the regional semi. But the lineup quickly for Assumption as well. Leading off will be shortstop Ryan Shaw. Livernash will hit second, then Klatt third, Lieberg, Sullivan, and Moyer. 4 through 6, Gerke, Hartman, and Matot. The bottom of the order. As that's going to miss down and away to Ryan Shaw. Is 1-0 to the Royal shortstop. Shaw hitting .273 on base at a .385 clip. He scored 13 runs. He's driven in 3. Leads the team in hits with 12. As there's a strike right down the middle. Third baseman playing in, that's Shaughnessy. Right on the grass, expecting bunt. That's popped up, foul ground, and that'll get out of play third base side, and it's 1-2 to Shaw. As that one echoes into the bleachers. Shaw, the only guy to get 3 at-bats last time these teams played. He went 0 for 3. That's fouled straight back again. Shaw stays alive. Shaw also pitched in that last game with an inning and a third of perfect baseball. Struck out a batter. That game was called in the top of the 6th. That's fouled off again. Over toward the bounce house. And all the inflatables down that first base side. Again, a beautiful day here from Whitterfield. A little bit toasty. But it is a good, solid June day. As there's a ground ball to third. Nice big hop. Shaughnessy there. Steps, throws in time. And gets him by a step for out number 1. A little bit of a, I don't want to say lollipop throw, but there wasn't much on that one from Shaughnessy. As here comes Livernash. Aaron this season hitting 179. 7 for 39. He's driven in 2. That right-handed hitter. Again, Shaughnessy playing on the grass. That's down and gets through the catcher, Lemansky, for ball 1. Defense for Newman, outfield left to right is Noel, Clement, and Bates. Infield left to right, Shaughnessy, Clement, Brenner is there's a pop-up fouling out of play down the first base side. Shaughnessy at third, Clement at short, Brenner at second, Gustafson at first with Lemansky doing the catching for Ackerman. 1-1 the count to Aaron Livernash. That's a ground ball up the middle. Making the play on the backhand. Brenner throws and pulling off the bag. He's safe on an E4. Brenner made the play on the backhand, but the throw pulls Gustafson off. And the Royals have their first base runner on the throwing error. Gustafson did all he could to try and keep the bag and make the scoop, but that left foot came off as he tried to move over, and here comes Jack Klatt. Royal catcher hitting .231. He's driven an 8, which leads the team. And that one misses a little bit inside, maybe high. And it's 1-0. Livernash this year has stolen 3 bases. But not much of a lead that time as that one misses as well, a bit high, and it's 2-0. You gotta think stolen bases will be at a premium with the lefty on the mound. Ackerman looks like he's got a good move. His first step is toward first base, as that's gonna be in for a strike on the inside corner. He comes set with that right foot across toward that first base side, so it's a pretty easy step over and throw. He sets up first base side of the rubber. Slide step is popped foul and out of play. It's one of the best parts about this game, whether it be especially baseball, when you got with guys leading off, you got a lefty on the mound, the mind games that can be played at every sort of positioning. Infield at double play depth with the 2-2 counts. That's a chop towards second. No play at second, step and throw. And safe is Klatt with an infield single. Slow bouncer. Brenner charged it, but Klatt with good speed beats it out, and for the first hit of the game for the Royals. As here comes Nick Lieberg, the third baseman, hitting .275 this year. Second on the team with 7 RBIs, leads the team with 5 doubles among his 11 hits. So now first and second with 1 out. Gustafson at first base playing in. And there's a strike. Lieberg with that wide open stance in the box, right-handed bat. Takes strike 2. Klatt at first, Livernash at second, an error and a walk, or error and a single for the Royals. A little bit of a slide step, misses down and away. Lemansky makes the pick. So Ackerman getting the sign. He'll set up outside corner. And he gets the big hook, and he swings through it for strike 3 and the second out of the inning. So Lieberg retired for now Alex Sullivan. First baseman hitting .152 this year with 3 RBIs. Of course, the first of 5 games scheduled today here on the Zaleski Sports Networks. That's inside for strike 1. Of course, you can check that at ZaleskiSports.com. Sullivan, right-handed hitter, straight on stance. Check swing, that just missed. 1-1. Breaking ball that time from Ackerman. That gets away, and everyone will advance on what will be a passed ball. And I don't know if that hit Lemansky's spike or hit his shin guard or what, or he just missed it. Because there was definitely no sound of that hitting dirt. And it kicks away toward the on-deck circle. Either way, runners advance. And now second and third, 2 outs. Chance to base hit should bring in them both and get this back to a 1-run game here in the first. That's chopped foul. Count 2-2 to Sullivan. Moyer on deck. Looking to try and get at bat here in the first. Ackerman trying to work out of trouble. Strike 3 called inside corner. And the inning is over. So the Royals get no runs on a hit. There was an error, and they left 2. We've played 1 complete. It is 3-0 Newman Catholic on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Back here from Witterfield, it's 3-0 heading into the second inning. Newman Catholic leads this one as Liverdash takes his warm-up tosses as they wait for Jack Klatt to get on the gear. And as he does, quick reminder as well from our friends over at Rapids Sheet Metal, reminding you that nobody enjoys being without comfort, and even more so during the coldest time of the year. Plus, make your yard look great. Or when your furnace is giving you trouble, give the pros at Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling a call for furnace service in Wisconsin Rapids. They'll be there rapidly to figure out and take care of the trouble, and they'll get the comfort working again rapidly. So call Rapids Sheet Metal Heating and Cooling at 715-301-0256. Visit online at rapidssheetmetal.com. It'll be 8-9-1 in the batting order for the Cardinals here in the second, facing Livernash. Aaron in that first inning gave up 3 hit runs on 3 hits, all of them earned. With a couple of strikeouts and a walk. He'll face James Bates, lead things off. The sophomore right fielder hitting 200 this year. 7 for 35. He's driven in 5. He also does have a home run this year. 1 of 7 hit this season for Newman. Bates, tall, lanky, right-handed hitter. Stance slightly open. Kind of bouncing around in that box. Livernash again working out of the stretch. Now one misses down and away. All the way back to the screen. Livernash will miss that one up with the breaking ball. 2-0 the count. He slowed down the arm angle on that one. Trying to get Bates a little bit off balance. High fly ball to left. On the run and running and making the catch. Out there is Parker Gerke for out number 1. I thought for a second he lost track of it, and he didn't get a very good jump on it, but he's able to recover and make the catch on the run for the first out. That'll bring up Nick Brenner, the second baseman. He's hitting 162 this year. He's driven in 5. A right-handed hitter. He'll foul that one straight back. Infield, normal depth. Middle infield playing in a little bit than you would normally expect. Breaking ball slapped foul down the first base side. Count 0-2 to Brenner. Nash again, quick work, and he sets up dead center of the pitching rubber. And that one will miss high and away, trying to get him to chase. 1-2 the count now to Brenner, with Clements sitting on deck. Brenner again, that 162 average, but he's on base at 295. Breaking ball misses high. The 2-2. Popped up to third, and that's dropped out there by Lieberg. And that'll drop. And I'm going to give that one to E5. Lieberg got a late jump, couldn't quite grab it. And Brenner will reach. On the first error of the game for the Royals. Now the top of the order. Nate Clement walked and scored back in the first. Runner going, down and away. Klatt's throw is up the line, and he's safe with another stolen base. That's the third of the game for Newman. Ground ball chopped to third. That's a fair ball. Lieberg steps, throws, and safe on the throw. That's going to be an infield hit. He beat the throw. And taking third on the throw is Brenner. So runners at the corners. So here comes Ackerman. RBI triple back in the first. 3 runs on 4 hits for Newman. We'll see if they put the runner in motion. Already a pretty big lead. And there he goes. Throw through and safe is Clements. Just gets in ahead of the throw, and he's got his second stolen base of the morning. That one got all the way through, and now second and third with nobody out. Or sorry, with 1 out. Infield. Infield again playing in. High fly ball to left. Gerke the call. He's going to run up under it. Throw is going to be late and taken third on the sacrifice fly with an RBI. So now 2 outs with a run in and a runner on third. Ackerman with a couple of RBIs today. Here comes Gustafson. He struck out swinging back in the first. So now it's a 4-0 lead for the Cardinals. On that unearned run. That'll miss inside. Clement on third. High pop up to left. Long run for Gerke. Still on the run. He'll make the catch to end the inning. So a run on a hit. There was an error and a runner left. An inning and a half in the books. It's 4-0 Newman on Zaleski Sports.
I really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And, you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has, you know, my best interest in mind, always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
RoofTech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. RoofTech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. RoofTech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. RoofTech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See RoofTech online at rooftechllc.com or RoofTech LLC on Facebook.
Getting set for the bottom of the second here from Whitterfield. It's 4-0 Newman Catholic on 4 hits with an error. No runs on a hit with an error for the Assumption Rose. And as Ackerman takes his warm-up tosses, a quick reminder from our friends over at Draxter Transport. They've got flatbed driving opportunities, and they'll pay you 5 cents per mile premium over van. At Draxter Transport, drivers are always home for their requested time off. And as a family-oriented company, Draxter Transport will treat you like family. So visit DraxterTransport.com to apply today. For the Royals, it'll be Joey Moyer leading things off. Moyer this year hitting 147. Moyer right-handed hitter. Again, Shaughnessy playing way on the grass as that's a check swing, and he went around, says the home plate umpire, for strike number 1. It'll be Moyer, Gerke, and Hartman. Just a little bit of a slide step, and Moyer cuts through that fastball, and it's 0-2. Ackerman changed things up as he sets up more toward the first base side of the rubber, and he'll come across. That one misses a little bit inside. A couple of strikeouts last inning. He did give up a hit on Klatt's infield single. Ground ball pulled foul toward the third base coaching box and just out of the reach of Coach Hartman. Can't make the barehanded play. Wind blowing a little bit toward left this morning as we play here from Wisconsin Rapids. Beautiful day for baseball as Ackerman gets the sign he wants from his catcher, Lemansky. And he'll cut through that off speed. And it's his 3rd consecutive strikeout and 1 out here in the second for Parker Gerke. The left fielder hitting 118 this season. He's driven in 6. He did record all 3 outs in the top half of the inning with fly balls. As there's a strike on the inside corner. Covered a lot of ground in left. Top half of the inning making the 3 catches. As again, right on the inside corner, Ackerman starting to get dialed in. It's 0-2. Now working from the windup. A little bit of a 2-seamer that time, and maybe a changeup misses outside. Ackerman switching things around. Worked a lot from the stretch, the first hitter at plus, and now out of the windup. That one misses inside, and it's snow-coned by the catcher. And that evens the count back up 2-2 to Gerke. That's down and in. Count runs full all the way back. For the Royals, base hit, ball 4. Count the same. Get that runner on base. And That's down, and he works all the way back to draw the 1-out walk. First walk of the game for Ackerman, 24th of the season. That'll bring up Nolan Hartman, the second baseman. He's hitting .057, 2 for 35 this year, 3 RBIs. As Waylon Jennings welcomes him to the box. Slightly closed stance. He'll take it inside. Snap throw back to first, and back standing is Gerke. Parker this season's got 4 stolen bases. As Ackerman's going to now have to work out of the stretch again against the bottom of the Royal Order. Not much of a lead. That'll miss inside as well, 2-0. Hartman gets the sign from the third base box. We'll see if they have him square with 1 out. They don't. He'll take it high and tight. It's 3-0. And so after the strikeout of Moyer and getting 2 early strikes on Gerke, he's thrown 7 straight out of the zone. A little bit of a slide step, and he throws that one right down the middle. And Hartman taking all the way will take strike 1. And again, working quickly. And that'll miss up, and it's back-to-back walks. Here with 1 out, and that'll bring up Maytop, the right fielder. He's hitting .500 this year. Only 1 for 2. Runners at first and second, 1 out. That'll bounce in, and that was about a 55-foot fastball, as that was right off the shin guard and actually knocked off the clasp of the shin guard of Lemansky. It hit the clip, but a good block to keep it in front, keep the runners. And slide step, that one misses high, 2-0. So he's now thrown 10 of his last 11 out of the strike zone. There's a strike. Two and 1 the count. Top of the order sits on deck with Shaw. And he'll swing it through that one. He's a little bit late on it, and it's 2-2. He'll fight that one off. Foul over toward the Newman dugout. Ackerman again coming set. Slide step, misses high and tight. Ooh, count runs full. 3-2. This would be an ideal scenario for the Royals. Have the bottom of the order walk. The base is loaded. That's chopped foul to first. And we'll do it again. Straight on stance, count 3-2. And he checked, did not go, and it's ball 4. And the bases are loaded on 3 consecutive walks. Coach Roberts wanted them to call the check swing. It was very close from this angle. I couldn't tell whether he had gone or not. It was very, very close. The corners will move in with Shaw up. He grounded out his first time up. And he'll pop one up. The second, the call, and the catch for out number 2. And that's a poor at bat. Swung on the first pitch, popped it up, and now here comes Livernash. He reached on an error back in the first, underneath 4. Trying to help his own cause. Here with 2 outs. And he takes a strike on the inside corner. Livernash came in hitting 179. He was 7 for 39 coming in. Couple of RBIs. And he's late on that one. It's 0-2. Ackerman trying to work himself into and out of trouble here in the second. Got a strikeout of Moyer, then walked 3 in a row. Got a first pitch pop-up from Shaw. Now 0-2 on Livernash. Little flare into center, and that's going to drop for a base hit. On his way home, and no one saw Hartman running, and he will score. It's a 2-run single for Livernash. The shortstop, Clement, never saw Hartman get sent around third, and he didn't even try and make a throw. If he turns and makes a throw, if it's anywhere near the plate, it's an out. But either way, it's a 2-run single, and we're back within 2 for the Royals as Livernash gets his 3rd and 4th RBIs of the season. And here comes Klatt, who singled back in the first on an infield chopper. That's down and in the dirt. 7th hitter to bat this inning. Klatt got his 10th hit of the season last time up back in the first. Chopper to second. Nice big hop. Throw in plenty of time, and the inning is over. But the Assumption Royals strike for 2 runs on a hit. There are no errors, and they leave 2. We've played 2 complete. It's now 4-2. Newman Catholic.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Our nice weather is precious. Don't let mosquitoes stop your family from enjoying a minute of it. Prepare, prevent, and protect with Mosquito Escape. Call or click today.
Getting set for the top of the third. A quick rundown of your line score here so far. For Newman Catholic, 4 runs on 4 hits with an error, and they've left 2 on base. For Assumption, 2 runs on 2 hits with an error, they've left 4. As Livernash, Gary take his warm-up tosses to Jack Klatt. As he does, again, a reminder from our friends over at Spectrum Benefits. Spectrum Benefit Solutions with offices in Wausau, Stevens Point, Wisconsin Rapids, Medford, and in Spencer. Spectrum Benefit Solutions is your group benefits provider for health, dental, accident, and life insurance. Spectrum Benefit Solutions works with hundreds of clients of all sizes to help you attract and retain the best employees. So find Spectrum Benefit Solutions on Facebook to get started today. Again, both these teams will be in action in playoff baseball in Division 4 on Thursday. For Newman Catholic, they will be back here against Butternut Mercer with a trip to Edgar on the line. For Newman, they'll be at home. For Assumption, they will be here against Port Edwards with a trip to Rosholt on the line. In the third, it'll be 4, 5, and 6 in the order for the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals with Lemansky leading things off. He had an RBI triple and scored back in the first. Livernash misses that one low and away. All the way back to the backstop it goes. Standing in the back of the batter's box, open stance for Lemansky. High fly ball to left. It's hooking foul. That ball was crushed. If he'd straightened that out, that's landing in the playground. Either way, it's a long strike. Lemansky does not have a home run this year, as that one misses high. 2-1. Livernash, after driving in 2 in the bottom half of the second, trying to put up a 0 here in the third. That's popped foul and out of play over to our right. Count goes 2-2. Livernash with 2 strikeouts and a walk today. Breaking ball's fouled off again off to the right side. We'll do it again. And Livernash, one of the 3 juniors on this roster. Most of this Royals team coming back next season. High fly ball to left. Backing up Gerke at the warning track. He'll make the catch for out number 1. And that's 4 consecutive outs recorded by the Royal left fielder. That'll bring up Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy, an RBI single back in the first, was stranded at the end of that inning. Hit that one down the first base line. Breaking ball misses inside. That's popped foul out of play over to the right side. Count goes to 1-1 on Shaughnessy. Shaughnessy came in hitting .475. He's now 20 of 41. As we cross the noon hour on this 83-degree day, as that one misses for ball 2. We'll get in the 90s today. Heat index could approach triple digits. That's popped straight back and out of play. Count goes to 2-2 to Shaughnessy. That one ends up in the bleachers as well. Royals running through game balls quickly. So we're having to shuffle in some new ones from the dugout. So 2-2 to the Cardinal third baseman. Breaking ball, it misses inside and a bit high as well. Count goes full. Shaughnessy gets on base at a .562 clip through their 13 games. That's fouled straight back, just getting a piece, a little bit under it. And that Livernash fastball. A little bit below the letters with that one, and it's 3-2 still. Playing here in the top of the third, it's 4-2. 3 runs in the first, a single tally in the second for Newman. 2 runs in the second for Assumption on the Livernash single. That's a swing and a miss. Got him swinging. Out number 2, third strikeout of the day for Aaron Livernash. And here comes Ben Knoll, who struck out back in the first. That's the first out in probably about 20 minutes. It has been recorded by Gerke in left field. Ben Knoll came in hitting .250. He'll chop that one to short. The charge on a big hop. Shaw steps and throws. Sullivan makes the play at first, and it's a 1-2-3 inning for the Royals. Exactly what you needed after getting 2 in your half. And we go to the bottom of the third. 4-2 Newman on Zaleski Sports.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty, char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires. At Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Bottom half of inning number 3 here from Whitterfield. The Assumption Royals putting up a 0 defensively in the top half after getting 2 in the second. They're trying to continue where they left off hitting, and they'll have the middle of the order up. Lieberg, Sullivan, and Moyer facing Dylan Ackerman. Ackerman, 2 runs. They were both earned with 3 walks in that second inning, and then the 2-run single by Aaron Livernash. I'll throw down a second from Lemansky right on the bag as here comes Lieberg. Nickel for 1 today, struck out back in the first, hitting .275 on the year with 7 RBIs. Again, leads the team with 5 doubles as well. Also a decent chance he will be the starting pitcher in their playoff game on Thursday against Port Edwards. And that one misses low. Gumball back up the middle and into center field for a leadoff single. And Lieberg's aboard. So now a runner on for Sullivan. He's 0 for 1 as well. Taking a look at the Merrillwood with in the South, 3 teams in D3, 3 teams in D4. 4 of them will be in action on Thursday in playoff baseball. Top 2 teams, Stratford and Edgar, both got byes. That one misses inside to Sullivan. So he struck out his first time up. Stratford will face the winner of Auburndale Nakusa in D3. They're the 1 seed. Edgar will face the winner of Newman and Butternut Mercer. That's inside as well. Late strike call. Then the throwback to first, back standing is Lieberg. So count goes to 1-1 on Sullivan. Marathon, they're in third. They're the 2 seed. They will be playing against Spencer. Auburndale in 4th. They're a 5 seed. They will be at Nakusa. And there's pickoff at first, and Lieberg is out. That left-handed move got him. 1-3. And there's 1 down here in the 3rd. As again, left-hander with a very good move. Now count 1-1 on Sullivan. Cut through that one, got a little bit over the top of it, and it's 1-2. Again, Marathon, they'll host Spencer. Auburndale's at Nakusa. Newman Catholic here, they're taking on Butternut Mercer at home, and Assumption will be hosting Port Edwards on a Thursday. So 5 of the teams will be having home games in their first playoff games as that's popped foul and out of play. The only team traveling will be Auburndale out of the Merriwood South for their first playoff matchup. It's now 1-2. And a curveball cut through and missed for out number 2. 4th strikeout for Ackerman this afternoon is now Moyer's up. He got caught swinging back in the second. And he'll wave for that breaking ball, and there's strike 1. Ackerman again working out of the windup. And it's another breaking ball down on the dirt. He cuts over the top of it, and it's 0-2. Infield, outfield playing fairly shallow for Moyer. Strike 3, fastball in the inside corner, locked him up. And the inning is over. It ends up being a 1-2-3 inning. No runs on a hit and nobody left. We've played 3 completes. It is 4-2, Newman Catholic with the lead.
Valley Communities Credit Union wants you to know that buying a home has never been easier. With mortgage rates as low as 2.49% APR, financing your home has never been more affordable.
With Valley Communities Credit Union, we have low closing costs, local servicing, and underwriting.
We will make it simple and secure from beginning to end.
Call, click, or visit one of our 5 locations
And let our team show you why membership matters at VCCU.
Getting set for the 4th pitching change for the Royals. Ryan Shaw in his 8th appearance. He's a 1-1 record with a .87 earned run average. He's given up 2 earned runs in 16 innings, 20 runs total. He struck out 8 in those 16 innings. The line for Livernash, he went 3 complete. Gave up 4 runs on 4 hits. 3 of those runs were earned, with 1 walk and 3 strikeouts. Taking a look at some of the changes. Hartman looks to be moving behind the plate. Klatt will move to short. Lieberg to second. Livernash over to third. Here changes. So the entire infield moves around except for Sullivan at first. And when Shaw takes his final warm-up toss, it'll be 7, 8, and 9 in the order for Newman here in the 4th. And as he takes his tosses, a quick reminder as well from our friend, that's for friend Scott Krug. And according to Scott Krug at Next Home Partners Realty, he's never seen a better time to sell, and home values are at an all-time high. So we'll turn to a trusted voice in the community at the top seller firm, you know, that one with the little orange dog. Scott Krug at Next Home Partners is the best choice for your real estate needs. Scott serves the Wisconsin Rapids and Northern Adams and Juneau County areas. Designations as a senior real estate and a resort second home specialist make Scott a great fit to help you reach your goals. So contact Scott Krug at Next Home Partners for your next move. Throw it on to second, and stepping in will be Josh Clement. He's 0 for 1, popped up to second in the first that ended that first inning. So again, the changes for the Royals: Shaw on the mound, Hartman goes behind the plate. Livernash to third, Lieberg to second, Klatt to short. That one misses outside for ball 1. Shaw in his 60 innings has walked 11, he's given up 19 hits, again 8 strikeouts. To only 2 earned runs as that's down and away. One of 8 players who has toed the rubber for the Royals this season. Ground ball right back to Shaw. Step and throw in time, and there's 1 up and 1 down here in the 4th. Which will bring up James Bates, the right fielder. Bates 0 for 1, flew out to left. Back in the second. That misses down and away and goes to the backstop again. Divernash at third, playing at the lip of the infield grass. Outfield playing fairly deep, and that's a line drive to left on the run. Gerke misjudges it over his head, and that will get to the wall. And it's going to be a one-out double. For Bates, down was hit pretty hard. Gerke just cut off his angle a little bit short, and that ball carried a little bit too far than what he was expecting and gets over him. So now with the runner on, here comes Brenner, who reached on an error and scored back in the second. And there's a strike. Brenner at 162 this season, 5 RBIs. Breaking ball misses high and tight. 1-1. Playing here from Whitterfield here in the 4th inning. Ground ball up the middle. That's into center field for a base hit. They're going to wave the runner in as that ball stopped in center. It's an RBI single for Nick Brenner. His 6th RBI of the season. And it's now 5-2 Newman as Bates comes around to score. So there's the top of the order with Nate Clements. He is 1 for 1. Walked and scored in the first, singled back in the second. Throw back to first and back with a dive. This is Brenner, who kind of stutter stepped before diving back in. Clements came in hitting .231. He's got 1 hit today. Runner going. Throw down, up a little bit toward the third base side, and back in with a slide and a stolen base is Brenner. That's the 5th stolen base of the day for the Cardinals. 2nd today for Brenner, his 6th of the season. That's cut through and missed. Count 0-2 to the Cardinals shortstop. Lieberg holding Brenner on at second. That misses high and away with a fastball. 1-2. He checks his swing on a ball down and away, and it's 2-2. That one misses as well. Count goes full, 3-2. Again, for both teams, the pitchers have been working fast. Shaw comes set, 3-2. Ground ball foul to first. Sullivan playing wide of the bag on that one. Count remains full here in the 4th. Five runs on 6 hits with an error for Newman. 2 runs on 3 hits with an error for the Royals. That one misses, ball 4. Now with runners on first and second, that sets the double play back up for Ackerman. Ackerman 1 for 1 with an RBI triple and a sacrifice fly today. He's driven in 2 of the 5. Ackerman again hitting .537. Fly ball into the gap in left center. That's going to split the outfielders and get all the way shy of the warning track. And they're going to have to hold the runner at third as Brenner got a rough jump, and he's going to score from second on the RBI double. But some iffy base running saves the Royals a run for now. As Ackerman 2 for 2 with 3 RBIs today. So here comes Gustafson. He's 0 for 2 today, a strikeout and a flyout. So runners at second and third with 1 out. And there's a strike. That one misses outside. 1-1 to Gustafson. Last time up, shallow fly ball to the left. Durkee covered a lot of ground to make the catch. That ended the second. Infield in. That's popped fouling out of play, third base side. That's chopped foul. That's a fair ball. And they're going to tag him out. For out number 2, Gustafson saying it hit him. Umpire saying it didn't, and it's 2 unassisted for out number 2. So that'll bring up Lemansky. He is 1 for 2, an RBI triple back in the first. He also flew out to left his last time up. Ground ball to shorts, and it takes a rough hop over the glove of Klatt into center for a 2-run single. So the 2-run single for Lemansky, the 4th hit of the inning. We'll bring up Shaughnessy. He is 1 for 2, a single and a strikeout today. Well, took a rough hop on Klatt, step and throw back. Safe with the dive is Lemansky at first. Eight runs on 8 hits for Newman today. Runner going. Line drive to left on the run. Gerke will have to play it on a bounce. It's a 2-out single. But it got out there so quickly that even though he was running, Lemansky had to hold at second. So 2 outs, that'll bring up Ben Knoll. He's 0 for 2 today, a strikeout and a ground ball. Ground ball pulled to third, and taking it himself is Livernash. And the inning is over. But it was a big inning for Newman Catholic. They get 4 runs on 5 hits, no errors, and they leave 2. We're halfway through. We've played 3.5. It is 8-2 in favor of Newman Catholic.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
Bottom of the fourth coming up for the Assumption Royals, trying to claw their way back in this one after giving up 4 in the top half, down 8-2. Again, the line scores 8 runs on 9 hits with an error for Newman Catholic. They've left 4 on base. For the Assumption Royals, 2 runs on 3 hits with an error. They've left 4 as well. It'll be the bottom of the order up against Dylan Ackerman as he waits for his catcher to step out. And as Ackerman is finally able to take his warm-up tosses, a quick reminder as well from our friends over at Valley Communities Credit Union, reminding you that it's never too early to start teaching the value of saving. Your youngsters can learn today with a Valley Communities Credit Union Kids Club or Teen Saving Club membership. We make saving fun and easy with prizes for making deposits and for getting good grades. So stop into one of their 5 locations in Mosinee, Cronin-Wetter, Marshfield, Stevens Point, and Wisconsin Rapids to open an account for your kids today. Again, that's over at Valley Communities Credit Union. Leading things off will be the left fielder, Parker Gerke. He walked and scored. And back in the second, he was the first of 3 consecutive walks for the Royals against Ackerman in that second inning. They got 2 runs in on Lubernash's single. That one will miss outside. Shaughnessy again playing in on the grass over at third base, as the ball's been losing a lot of life as it hits the head, has been hitting the turf, both in the infield and outfield today, as that is missing down and in. 2-0 the count to Gerke. And it's 3-0. And this was a stretch where it was 8 of 9 out of the zone after in the second inning, as they had Gerke 0-2 and then walked him. And it's a 4-pitch walk to lead off here the fourth for Gerke. So bottom of the order getting on base, as Hartman will step in. He's now catching now. He also walked and scored back in the second. 2 runs in the game, both of them earned, as that's going to miss down and away, and that's going to get all the way behind. Lemansky couldn't see it, and it's going to get all the way back. And on the wild pitch, Gerke will take second. Runner aboard, nobody out here in the bottom of the fourth. And that one just misses. So patience, the name of the game for the bottom of the order today, as that one misses as well, and it's 3-0. As we approach the bottom of this 12 o'clock hour. And there's a strike. On an 85-degree afternoon. It was 7 short out of the zone. Ricky Vaughn somewhere watching proudly. Now the runner on, all the way to the backstop. It's a second consecutive walk, and taken third on the wild pitch is Gerke. As Coach John Roberts will go out and talk to his hurler. We'll see if they decide to make a move, as Maytot will step in whenever play resumes. So 5 walks in the game, all to the 7, 8, and 9 hitters for the Royals. And they're going to make a move. Ackerman's afternoon is done. So we'll see who comes in. We will have that for you after the break. We'll step aside. We'll be back after this with all the changes here from Whitterfield on Zaleski Sports.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
I really got to understand what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
Here from Winterfield is stepping in as Nate Clements will take the mound in relief of Ackerman. Ackerman with 3 1/3. 3 hits, 2 runs. They were both earned. He is responsible for both runners right now, so you can't close the book completely on him yet. He walked 5. Walked 5 in this one. He struck out 5 as well. Yeah. Threw a couple wild pitches. Again, he's responsible for runners at the corners as he'll rotate to short. Clement, a right-hander, in his 6th appearance of the season. He's thrown 7 1/3 innings, 3.82 ERA. He struck out 8, walked 1 in his time. He'll be facing the bottom of the order in Maytot, who drew a walk as well back in that 2nd inning. Hartman on first, Durkee on third. Both guys drew walks off Ackerman. And that one just missed, maybe low. Low strike has not been there for either team all game. Chopper to second, diving play made. You can't find it. It's an infield single, and a run is going to score. Maytot with an RBI single. As Clement dove for it off to his left, it kicked off his glove toward the foul line. And by the time he recovered, there was no chance at first. And the run will score. So that'll bring up Shaw. Ryan's 0 for 2 today. Pop up and a ground out. He'll drop a bunt down. He drops a perfect bunt, and there is no play. You cannot roll the ball down the third base line any better than that. And the bases are loaded for Aaron Livernash. Livernash 1 for 2 today. Our 2-run single back in the 2nd inning. Corners playing in. Ground ball to third. Throw home. They're going to get the force there. Livernash will beat out the throw on the fielder's choice. But Hartman is out at home 5-2 for out number 1, and that will close the book on Ackerman. He gives up 3 runs, all 3 earned. As that's down and in the dirt for ball 1 to Klatt. Jack's 1 for 2 today with a single back in the first. So ground out to second. So the final line for Dylan Ackerman, 3 1/3, 3 hits, 3 runs, all of them earned, 5 walks, 5 strikeouts. Fly ball to center. That turned and that burned the outfielder. That'll bring in at least 2. And they're waving everybody around. Throw Holmes up the line. And on the tag, Livernash is out on a 2-run double for Jack Klatt. So Matot scores. Shaw scores. Livernash is out. 8-6-2. Is now the runner on a second for Lieberg. He's 1 for 2. He's singled back in the third. Good relay. Throw was up the line, but it was up the third base line, which made it an easier tag as that's ripped fair down the third base line, and that'll bring in a run. Lieberg on his way to second. He'll be in there with a stand-up RBI double. And it's a big inning for the Royals. Now to bring up Alex Sullivan. He's 0 for 2 with a couple of strikeouts today. 4 runs on 4 hits this inning, a couple of walks. As there's a swing and a miss. Sullivan, the 8th Royal to bat this inning. Both teams with 4 spots here in the 4th. That's into the gap. On the run, that's going to drop. And that's going to bring in another run. Sullivan will hold at first with a long RBI single. Lieberg scores. It's a 1-run game. A huge inning for the Royals. And now here comes Joey Moyer. Moyer 0 for 2 today. Sullivan takes his lead off of first for Sullivan. His 4th RBI of the season, as that's a strike on the outside corner to Moyer. Both teams have batted around here in the 4th inning, sending 9 guys to the plate. Back with a dive on the throw over is Sullivan. So Sullivan gets RBI number 4 this season for Klatt. He gets to 10, leads the team. Lieberg's 8th, as that's going to get back to the screen, and a wild pitch will get Sullivan to second. As Lemansky had his work cut out for him behind the plate here in the 4th. For Matot, that was his first RBI. That's on the outside corner. That one was caught well by Lemansky. Framed it a little bit. And that ends the inning as Moyers cuts through that one. But it was a huge inning for the Assumption Royals. They get 5 runs on 5 hits. No errors, and they leave 1. We've played 4. It's a whole new game. 8-7 Newman going to the 5th on your high school home for sports. Zaleski Sports.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great childcare you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Top half of inning number 5 on this Monday afternoon here from Whitterfield. 8-7 Newman, but the Royals struck for 5 off of Ackerman and Clement in the bottom half of the 4th. It will be the bottom of the order. Josh Clement, Bates, and Brenner facing Ryan Shaw in his 2nd inning of work. And 8 runs on 9 hits with an error for the Royals. They've left 4 aboard. 7 runs on 8 hits with an error with 5 left on base for the Royals today. As Shaw will take his warm-up tosses to Hartman, and as he does, again, another reminder from our friends over at Awards and More. They are your one-stop location for awards, plaques, trophies, embroidery, screen printing, and promotional products. Awards and More is also the proud sponsor of the Zaleski Sports Athlete of the Month. So visit Awards and More on Facebook to begin your next trophy order. Josh Clement 0 for 2 today. Pop up to second, a ground ball right back to Shaw last inning. Shaw on in relief of Aaron Libernash went 3 innings, struck out 3, gave up 4 hits and 4 runs, 3 of which were earned. Clement this year, 3 for 35. That's inside, almost got him. He's able to dodge, duck, dip, dive, and dodge out of the way for ball 1. And he'll foul that one off a little bit off the handle. Count goes to 1-1 against setting the infield after the pitching change. That was in the 4th. Libernash is at 3rd. Klatz at short, Lieberg at 2nd, Sullivan still at 1st, and Hartman doing the catching for Ryan Shaw. Outfield of Gerke, Moyer, and Matot. That's a little bit outside. 2-1 the count. Ground ball to second. Lieberg on the run, makes the catch makes the play going to his left. Throws in plenty of time for out number 1. And that's the type of play, even though he made it look fairly easy, that's a play that's going to help your pitcher's confidence out, knowing he can trust you. Going to his left, Lieberg makes a nice play. And this is a huge inning to try and put up a 0 for the Royals after getting 5. So here's Bates. He doubled and scored back in the 4th. And he takes a strike on the outside corner. Shaw working out of the stretch, gets a swing and a miss on a foul tip into the glove. And it's 0-2. Bates hit the ball hard to left twice today. One dropped for that 1-out double back in the 4th. And trying to get him to chase down and away, he does not. 1-2. So Ryan Shaw is still way up in the count, 1-2. That one misses low. 2 balls and 2 strikes to the right fielder for the Newman Catholic Fighting Cardinals. Ground ball to short. Nice big hop. Klatt steps, throws, ball is thrown away. And it's going to be in 1-out error. E6. Gets the runner aboard, and that'll bring up Brenner. He's 1 for 2. Singled and scored back in the 4th. He scored 2 runs today and stolen a couple of bases. Bates, not much of a lead. He's not credited with a stolen base yet this year. That misses inside. Again, for both teams, bottom of the order, doing some damage. Assumption's 7, 8, 9 hitters have reached all 6 times they've come to the plate. On 5 walks and a hit. Ground ball to second, could be 2. 6, 4, and they won't be a return throw as the ball is bobbled by Klatt at short. He's able to recover to get the force at second. And Brenner's aboard on a fielder's choice. So 2 outs, that'll turn things over to the top of the order. And Nate Clement, he's 1 for 1 with a single and a couple of walks today. He scored twice. Brenner with 6 stolen bases this season, 2 today. And back with a dive on the pickoff attempt. Cardinals have not been afraid to run. They've stolen 5 bases today. Another throwback. Sweep tag is late, and back with a dive head first is Nick Brenner. That's high and tight. 1-0. The count to the leadoff hitter, Clements. Again, he's drawn a couple of walks today. Both times to happen, he's come around to score. Shaw got set quick and misses down and away. We'll see if Brenner is in motion. Another throw over, and he's back safely. Count at 2-0. With 2 outs here in the 5th. Sump's trying to put up a 0. Shaw gets set, misses away. 3-0. And Ryan's got to be careful. He's coming awfully close with his when he comes set. And that misses inside. It's a 4-pitch walk. So now 2 on, 2 outs for Ackerman, who's 2 for 2 with a double and a triple and 3 RBIs. On the season, Ackerman has driven in 9. 5 of them have come against the Royals. As the Royals are going to make a pitching change, Shaw will depart, Klatt will step in, and we will step out. 2 outs here in the 5th. It's 8-7 Newman, but they got 2 runners on as Klatt will take the mound and get his warm-ups. We'll have all the changes, and we come back on Zaleski Sports.
Roof Tech LLC specializes in commercial roof coatings and spray foam. Roof Tech also services the entire state of Wisconsin. That's right, from La Crosse to Milwaukee, Eau Claire to Green Bay, Superior, Marshfield, Kenosha, Madison, Sheboygan, and everywhere in between. Roof Tech uses superior systems that can fully restore just about any roof in Wisconsin. Roof Tech is offering modern solutions for your roof's data dilemmas. See Roof Tech online at rooftechllc.com or Roof Tech LLC on Facebook.
Our nice weather is precious. Don't let mosquitoes stop your family from enjoying a minute of it. Prepare, prevent, and protect with Mosquito Escape. Call or click today.
Top half of the inning of the 5th inning, Jack Klatt will step in and throw. He's going to be making his 7th appearance this season with a 6.14 earned run average. He'll be facing Dylan Ackerman when he finishes warm tosses. Shaw just switches with him. He'll go to short. The line on Ryan Shaw, an inning and 2/3. 4 hits. So far, 4 runs are all earned, but he's responsible for both runners aboard at the moment. Walk 2. Didn't strike out a batter. And now it'll be up to Klatt. Klatt in 21 2/3 innings. He's got a 1-4 record. He's walked and struck out 16 apiece. He's given up 33 hits. As you definitely got to be thinking now with this Monday, with a couple of days between games, Lieberg will be getting the start against Port Edwards on Thursday. So that one's down and trying to take third, and he's out. So it's 1 pitch for Klatt, and a runner thrown out, caught stealing, 2-5. Ends the inning on that is a bizarre play to end the 5th. So no runs on no hits and a runner left. We have played 4.5. It is 8-7 Newman Catholic.
Wondering what to feed your team after work, the game, or this weekend? Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids has tasty char-broiled burgers for any hungry appetite. From the classic hamburger to the famous Chips Champ and everything in between, check out our daily specials. Stop inside to enjoy your meal with comfortable seating. See our complete menu of burgers, hot ham and cheese, hot beef, chicken and fish, fries, rings, curds, and ice cream served year-round. In a hurry? Same great menu in the drive-thru. Chips Hamburgers in Marshfield and Wisconsin Rapids.
When you get moving again, be safe and ready to go. Use your stimulus or tax return to save up to $150 on a select set of 4 Goodyear tires at Sherrill Tire and Service Center.
Get your car done right.
Well, the old rule in baseball is you never make the first or a third out at third base. And with 2 on and your best hitter up to the plate, Newman Catholic did just that in the 5th. And they go scoreless. And now with Clement out there facing the 7, 8, and 9 in the order that has been so dangerous for the Royals in this game. Sumner trying to come back in this one, and this is a prime chance in the bottom of inning number 5. It'll be Gerke, Harmon, and Matot. Again, they have come to the plate 6 times. They have drawn 5 walks and an RBI infield single. And they have scored 4 of the 7 runs. And any coach will tell you that if your bottom of the order is producing like that, it's going to be a good day. And so here comes Gerke. He's walked twice and scored twice. Also, you can close the book for Ryan Shaw as a pitcher, 1 2/3, 4 hits, 4 runs. They were earned. He walked a couple, as that misses outside to Gerke for ball 1. Chauncey playing it on the grass again at third. Ground ball to short. Ackerman, the left-handed shortstop, makes the throw for out number 1. And that's the first time at the bottom third has been retired today. So here comes Nolan Hartman. He's also walked twice and scored a run back in the 2nd. And Clement in his 6th appearance this season. He's a 3.82 ERA. As he'll cut through that one for strike 1. And there's strike 2 around the outside corner. Zone opened up a little bit at the lower half that time, and it's 0-2 here in the 5th. Out of the stretch, Clements, and he holds up. Good hold that time by Hartman on the check swing. Clement working from the stretch. Swing and a miss. That's out number 2, second strikeout for Clement today. And here comes Butch Matot. 1 for 1 with an RBI single back in the 4th, his first ribby of the year. He later scored as well. So now so far, an inning and a third. As that one misses down and away for Clement. He's given up 5 hits and 4 runs. That one slapped foul toward first, and it's 1-1. So far an inning and a third for Clement. 5 hits, 4 runs, they've all been earned. A couple of strikeouts. There's strike 2 to Matot. And he'll swing at the curveball. Matt's going to have to throw to first to secure it, and he does. And the inning is over. 1-2-3 go the Royals in the 5th. 5 innings in the books, and it's 8-7 Newman Catholic.
Valley Communities Credit Union wants you to know that buying a home has never been easier. With mortgage rates as low as 2.49% APR, financing your home has never been more affordable.
With Valley Communities Credit Union, we have low closing costs, local servicing, and underwriting.
We will make it simple and secure from beginning to end.
Call, click, or visit one of our 5 locations
and let our team show you why membership matters at VCCU.
Get a jump start on college or speed up your degree with a transferable class from Mid-State Technical College this summer. There are 130 classes to choose from, online or in person, taught by instructors who are experts in their field. Get info on the Mid-State Technical College summer classes at mstc.edu.
Top of the 6th, Jack Klatt back on the mound. He threw one pitch and got an out, and it wasn't even from the batter he was facing back in the 5th. And now he's going to have to step in and face 2, 3, and 4 in the Newman batting order. Ackerman, Gustafson, and Lemansky. Again, Jack in his 7th appearance this year. He leads the team in innings. Or second, sorry, behind Lieberg. He's now 4 innings behind Lieberg. So again, first up is going to be Dylan Ackerman, who was left at the plate when Brenner was caught stealing. To end the 5th, Ackerman's 2 for 2 with a triple and a double and a sacrifice fly. He's driven in 3. And 5 of his 9 RBIs this season. Coming against the Royals, they cannot be rid of this guy soon enough. The lanky lefty now playing shortstop. He is in line still for the win if the score holds. That misses outside from Klatt. Jack working out of the stretch. That one's fouled away for third base side. Outfield playing plenty deep for Ackerman. And he'll roll that one first base side and foul. A little bit off that front foot. Now Klatt up on him 1 and 2, trying to put him away. For the season, Ackerman 4 for 5 against the Royals. Down him as high with a breaking ball. 2 and 2. Livernash still at third. Shaw back at short. Lieberg at second. Sullivan at first. That's popped up. The call, the catch from Livernash. And there's 1 out. And now here comes Gustafson. He's 0 for 3. Including a really interesting 2 unassisted out the last time up, which he thought he fouled it off of his foot. The umpire said it did not, and Hartman just went and tagged him. There's a strike on the outside corner. That one hooked back and hit the back corner. At that time, it's the strike zone 3-dimensional. Plate does have depth. And that's inside and back to the screen. Lemansky stands on deck. So we play here in the 6th. That's fouled off in Hartman, and it's 1 and 2. May have gotten a piece of the umpire as well, but he is unfazed. Seen a couple times in the past week where we've had some umpires take some foul balls pretty square. That's slapped foul. Gustafson stays alive down the third base side. Outfield playing play deep. Gerke playing very deep on the opposite field and left. Line drive to right. That'll drop for a hit. Maytide will make the play, get it in quickly, and it's a one-out single for Gustafson, his first hit of the day. He came in hitting .351. He's now 1 for 4. As now Lemansky will check in. He's 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a run scored. Had a triple back in the first. Runner aboard with 1 out. And that's a bit high for ball 1. Lemansky at .319. Driven in 7 this year. Throw back to first and head first to Gustafson. Swing and a miss outside corner. It's 1-1 to Taylor Lemansky. Lemansky, the freshman catcher. Showing a bright future for the Cardinals, hitting cleanup. He was hitting leadoff the first time these two teams played. Ground ball to third. 5, 4. There will be no return and the fielder's choice. Gets Lemansky aboard as Gustafson is erased for out number 2. And that'll bring up Brennan Shaughnessy. He's 2 for 3 with a couple of singles and a run driven in today. As his batting average approaches 500. Also got a strikeout sandwich between those 2 hits. Set up off in a backstanding Lemansky. Lemansky leads the team. He's stolen 7 bases this season. So we'll see if they get him in motion. Not this time, and that's a strike. Klatt peppering the zone. Here in the 6th. Runner going. Ground ball to second. Hit and run, and that's going to get into the right center field gap. And it's still getting through, and that looks like it's going to bring in a run. And it will. And the mad dash from first. It's an RBI double for Shaughnessy. That's a well-executed hit and run, brings in a run as Lieber couldn't quite get it. Outfielder's a little bit slower to react. And all the way from first, Lemansky. So now Shaughnessy 3 for 4. And here comes Knoll. He's 0 for 3. And he'll cut through that fastball for strike 1. 9-7. Newman Catholic leads. Lieberg holds the runner on second. That's outside. Klatt now 1 complete inning thrown, 2 hits and a run. That's popped up. That's fouled out of play. That's outside, 2-2 the count. As we cross the 1 o'clock hour here from Witter Field. Swing and a miss. So Clack gets the strikeout and the inning is over. But the Cardinals get a run on a couple of hits, and they leave one. We played 5.5. It's 9-7 Newman Catholic.
Bauer & Fine Business Technologies is your complete office technology solution. For 60 years, Bauer & Fine Business Technologies has been serving school districts, municipalities, counties, religious organizations, and businesses in Wisconsin and beyond. Visit b-bt.com and let Bauer & Fine Business Technologies be your complete office technology solution. That's b-bt.com.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
Hi, this is Jill from Home Furniture and Design. Since 1970 and 4 generations, our family has been proudly offering quality furniture like Lazy Boy, Serta, and the Amish to Central Wisconsin. We also offer free in-home design with our professionally trained designers to help you create a space that is uniquely yours, whether it's just a sofa or the entire home.
You're gonna love it. You're gonna love home furniture.
West Grand Avenue, Wisconsin Rapids, and Post Road in Plover.
Bottom half of inning number 6. Clement back out there. 9 runs on 11 hits with an error. For Newman, they've left 6 on base, 7 runs on 8 hits and 2 errors, with 5 left on base for the Royals. As it'll be the top of the order, Shaw, Livernash, and Klatt, with 6 outs to play with. Here from Witterfield. Mike Wellen here with Steve Maves on production this afternoon, as the Assumption Royals wrap up their regular season today before hosting the Port Edwards Blackhawks here Thursday afternoon, 4:30. That game scheduled for in the Division 5 regional. Winner of that game will go to the Hornets' Nest to take on the Rochelle team, who won the CWC South. Shaw 1 for 3 with a run scored today. He sailed back in the 4th. He dropped a bunt down, and he gets hit by the pitch, and they're gonna bring him back. They're saying he leaned into it, and as the coaching staff furious about the call. And now, Coach, I'm gonna go and talk to the umpires. As they're saying Shaw did not make an effort to get out of the way, and he's going to be brought back to first, or brought back to the plate, I should say. I cannot say I've seen that in high school. I've seen that in professional ball, but I can honestly say I have not seen that in a high school game. And so now Shaw's got to step in with a 1-ball, no-strike count. Shaw dropped a perfectly placed bunt single back in the 4th and later scored on the Klatt single. Or on the single from Lieberg, as he takes that one out as well for ball 2. That's going to bounce away, and that's 3-0 the count. So, even still, Shaw is 1 pitch away from still getting on base, just with an extra bruise to go with it. And it's a 4-pitch walk to Shaw. So in the same play, he was hit by a pitch that he was called back to the plate for, and then he walks anyway. So here comes Livernash. Aaron's 1 for 3 today, singled 2 runs back in the 2nd. Has also reached on an error and on a fielder's choice. He's got 4 RBIs now on the season, as he'll ground that one into the hole, into right field for a single. Shaw on his way to 3rd, and he will make it to 3rd. That's going to get away, and the throwing error is going to bring in a run, and there's nobody covering 3rd. Livernash will take 3rd. Wow, what a play. And on the E9, Shaw will score. And that'll go as an unearned run with the error bringing him in. And there was no reason for Bates to make that throw. And now Livernash on third as the tying run with nobody out. Infield's going to come in. And here comes Jack Klatt. He's 2 for 3. He'll take a strike. Jack 2 for 3. He's driven in 2. Had a 2-run double back in the 4th. Also an infield single today. And he waves through that curveball. It's nothing in 2. A walk, a hit, and an error. We got the tying run at third. And with good speed. That's going to be down and away. Good block by Lemansky. Count 1-2. Lieberg on deck. Huge moment in this one. That you have to get that run in. Right now, about 85 feet away. Line drive to second, and that's caught. That ball was hit hard, but directly at Brenner. And here comes Lieberg. Nick's 1 for 3 today with an RBI double. Or sorry, 2 for 3 with an RBI double. Singled back in third as well, was picked off. That's down in the dirt again, another good block by Lemansky. Pressure-packed game here from Witter Field. The line score is definitely something to keep an eye on. 4 of the 6 innings, Newman has scored. 3 of the 6 now for Assumptions. That's popped up. Foul ground, and that'll get out of play. 1-1 to Lieberg. Playing second base now. He started at third. 8 RBIs on the season, looking for number 9. Swing and a miss on the big curveball, and it's 1-2. Nate Clement trying to get out of danger. Got the line out from Klatt. That bounces in. And we're going to have time called as Lemansky's going to talk to his pitcher. May have crossed him up a little bit, making sure they have signs right, making sure that everything's as Coach Roberts is going to head out there. I don't know if maybe it's an injury thing. I saw this with Pacelli Cardinals softball last week, where when they were catching a doubleheader, though Johnson Creek catcher took a couple off the chest, and she ended up having to leave the game the next inning. That one may have got a piece of Lemansky's arm. And meeting adjourned, he's going to stay in there. I'm pretty sure Assumption only has one, or Newman has only one reserve suited up today. That'll be Dylan Benishevsky. Two and 2 to Lieberg, 1 out run, the tying run on third here in the bottom of the 6th. Infield is in. That's down and away, didn't miss by much. Count goes full. Shaw walked, he scored on a single and an E9. Livernash got to third on that same error. Klatt lined out. Popped foul and out of play right behind us. Sullivan on deck. And Lieberg stays alive. Took a mighty rip and fouled it off. So that being said, he was much better than the mighty Casey. So 2 strikes, 1 out, runner on third. Swing and a miss. And there's out number 2. And now here comes Sullivan. Sullivan 1 for 3, an RBI single back in the 4th, and now he's going to take a base hit to bring in Lever Nash, or a wild pitch. Infield back to normal depth. Breaking ball on the outside, strike 1. Run in on a hit with an error. That runner still on third. Ground ball to third. Nice big hop. Shaughnessy steps, throws, and he makes the play. Keeps the foot down, and the inning is over, and Clement works out of it. Run a hit with an error and a man left. 6 in the books. It's 9-8 Newman.
You really got to understand what what a nurse is. Do they focus on you? You know, do they make sure that you're comfortable? And you know, that's what Shai has. It's the connection that he has. You know, my best interest in mind always.
Why wait another day? Let's take the next step together towards a better life.
We head to the 7th in a 1-run game. 9-8 Newman Catholic leads. They've led so far wire to wire. Nick Lieberg will come in for the 7th, the 4th Royal, to step in on the mound today. So final line for Jack Klatt. He went an inning and a third. He gave up a run and it was earned on 2 hits with a strikeout. Nick Lieberg this season, his 9th appearance, he's 1-5 with a 5.39 ERA. He's thrown 26 innings. That's tops on the team with 28 strikeouts. And he'll face the bottom of the order. Clement, Bates, and Brenner trying to get the Royals to the bottom of the 7th, still down only 1, and it'll be Moyer, Gerke, and Hartman due up in the bottom of the 7th for Assumption. Both teams have been answering each other back and forth. Newman got 3 in the first and 1 in the second. Assumption answered with 2 in the second. Newman got 4 in the 4th. Assumption answered with 5. And then each team with a run apiece in the 6th. 9 runs on 11 hits with 2 errors. For Newman, they've left 6. Assumption, 8 runs on 10 hits with 2 errors. They've also left 6. Klatt goes to second and trades with Lieberg. Josh Clement steps in. He's 0 for 3. A couple of ground outs and a pop-up. Lieberg, like all the other Rose pitchers, working out of the stretch. That one will miss high and a little bit tight. Lieberg with 23 walks and 28 strikeouts in 26 innings. He's given up 20 earned runs. That one misses high as well.
Here we go, Nick.
He'll swing to that one. He's late on that fastball, and it's 2-1. And there's another swing and a miss, and it's 2-2. Two and two on an 87-degree Monday afternoon. Strike three call, a little bit of a delayed call, but it's strike three nonetheless, and Clements caught looking. 87 degrees, heat index 96 right now. As here comes Bates. He is 1 for 3, doubled and scored back in the fourth. Reached on an error in the fifth, as that's a swing and a miss on the high fastball. Another swing and a miss. 0-2. Lieberg, a little bit of a funky arm angle. Also bending down on the sign, very Craig Kimbrell-like. Swing and a miss. Good morning, good afternoon, good night, Mr. Bates. And that will bring up Brenner. Brenner's been on base 3 times, but he's 1 for 3 with an RBI single back in the fourth. Lieberg with a couple of strikeouts of Clement and Bates. That's high. 1-0 the count. Brenner trying to get on base for the top of the order. There's a strike on the outside. That one misses a bit high. 2-1. Klatt started behind the plate. Hartman working back there now, and I definitely think a lot of these guys moving guys around with the heat don't want either guy catching 7 innings in this weather. There's a swing and a miss. 2-2. Lieberg trying to strike out the side. That one just misses up. And the count goes full. Had the corner, just a little bit high. And it's ball 4. So Brenner on base for the 4th time today. And that'll bring up Nate Clements. Clement 1 for 1. He's walked 3 times. So has a single back in the second. He's stolen a couple of bases, scored a couple of runs. Brenner's stolen 2. He's also gotten thrown out. And we'll see how quick Lieberg is at the plate and whether they try and put Brenner in motion again. Throw back, he's back standing. Brenner's second on the team. He's stolen 6 bases this season. 2 today. As a team, Newman's stolen 5, but none since the 4th. A couple extra steps on his secondary lead. Not going. And there's a strike. Runner going. That's high, and the ball's going to be nowhere close. And the run and it's another stolen base for Brenner, his 3rd of the game. Now a runner in scoring position for Clement. Clement's showing a good eye again. He's walked 3 times, trying to get on base for Ackerman. Strike 2. That hit the outer half. You heard Coach Hartman telling his guys, if you're an infielder, nothing gets by you. You're diving and knocking down everything. Good speed at second. Ground ball to short, takes a little bit of a wicked hop, step and throw. And in time, Sullivan with the stretch. And the inning is over. So the 2-out walk goes nowhere. And we head to the bottom of the 7th. It's a 1-run game, 9-8. Newman Catholic with the lead. Assumption can tie it or win it when we come back.
Little Sprouts is now open in Rudolph with the same great child care you know about in Auburndale. Here's Brooke Sievers to tell us about it.
The community here in Rudolph has been extremely welcoming, and we're excited to serve here just like we do up in Auburndale. Part of the process is to help out the school districts and to help the children stay, their 4K children to stay close and get services right here. We serve here in Rudolph 1-year-olds up until 12-year-olds, and up in Auburndale we serve 6 weeks old until 12-year-olds.
Our Auburndale pea pods, wiggle worms, busy bees, and fireflies welcome the Rudolph sweet potatoes, lovely ladybugs, and beautiful butterflies. Contact Little Sprouts Learning Garden on Facebook today.
Bottom of the 7th, Brennan Shaughnessy in to try and close things out for Newman Catholic. 2 2/3 innings for Clements. He gave up 5 runs, 4 of them earned. With 3 strikeouts and a walk. Hills, so 2 2/3, 7 hits, 5 runs, 4 earned, a walk and 3 strikeouts for Clement today. Shaughnessy, they're trying closing out his 9th game. He's 1-1 with 11 1/3 innings pitched, an 8.03 earned run average. He struck out 13 and walked 14 in 18 innings. He'll be facing Moyer, Gerke, and Hartman for the Royals here in the 7th. Ackerman goes to 3rd. Clement back to short. Shaughnessy, tall, lanky right-hander. As the Royals looking for 1. 2 in the 2nd, 5 in the 4th, 1 in the 6th. Have gotten them 8 runs on 10 hits with 2 errors. Sorry, 8 runs on 9 hits, I should say. Nine runs on 11 hits with 2 errors for Newman Catholic. Moyer will step in. He's 0 for 3 with a hat trick. Struck out all 3 times. Safe to say he's due. And there's a strike on the outside corner. Shaughnessy doesn't throw particularly hard, but he's looking for strikes. Is Ackerman playing in on the grass? Little blooper to center, a long run. The call to catch is made for out number 1. Play made by Josh Clements. So that'll bring up Parker Gerke. He's 0 for 1, walked a couple of times, scored a couple of runs. Assumption looking for a base runner. Grounded out to short last time. Shaughnessy out of the windup. Misses high. One and nothing. There's a strike inside corner. Big spot here in the 7th. That's popped foul out of play. First base side. It's 1-2. Hartman on deck. That's just fouled off. Gerke stays alive.
Let's go, PG!
One out here in the 7th. It's a one-run game. That's fouled off again, first base side. One, two, fouled off again. Great at bat for Gerke. He's fouled off a few tough pitches in a row. Is trying to find a way on base. Locked him up with a breaking ball strike. 3 called. And there's 2 down for Hartman. Hartman 0 for 1. A couple of walks. He scored a run. Struck out swinging his last time up. Again, another one of these young guys. Only one player listed on the roster, won't be back next year. And that misses just a bit low. 1-0. Trying to get Maytot at bat. That's low as well. 2-0. That's inside. 3-0. And now, if you are Nolan Hartman, that bat is not leaving your right shoulder for at least 2 pitches. Or at least 1, maybe 2. There's a strike. And now you're looking for 1 spot. When you're looking for about a shoebox-sized portion of the zone, and if it's not there, you're not swinging. 3-1. Strike 2. Full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs here in the 7th. Shaughnessy out of the windup. Fouled off and off the mask. Lemansky says he's all right. And we'll try this again. 3-2 to Hartman. And that's high. Ball 4. And there's the tying run. Hartman aboard, and here comes Maytot. 1 for 2, an RBI single his last time up. Or in the back and forth. Struck out his last time up on a curveball in the dirt. Shaughnessy now is going to have to work out of the stretch. We'll see if that affects his mechanics at all. They'll hold the runner on. That misses down. For ball one. There's a strike. Outside corner, 1-1. Pretty sure Maytag was told to take a strike. Trying to get on base for the top of the order, put that tying run, get that tying run to second. That's a cued foul, almost rolled back fair, and it will stay foul. Got through Gustafson. I don't know if that got just through the wickets or if that went through his glove. Either way, it's 1-2. As Shaughnessy tries to close things out, Assumption trying to complete the comeback. Got him swinging, and that's the game. So no runs on no hits, and they leave a runner, and this game is over. Your final score this afternoon, it was Newman Catholic 9 and Assumption 8. Stay tuned. We've got your Nasonville Dairy post-game show coming up next on Zaleski Sports. We'll break this thing down and wrap it up.
Nasonville Dairy, family owned and operated, bringing you fresh cheese curds made daily, along with many other varieties of Wisconsin-made cheeses and treats. Don't forget to check out our cheese and sausage trays for your upcoming parties and cheese and sausage gift packages for the holiday season or any other special occasion. Nasonville Dairy, located just southwest of Marshfield on US Highway 10, NasonvilleDairy.com. All right, so we're here with Kim Hyman. Kim, Nasonville Dairy, 125 years in the making. Tell us about that.
You know, it's fantastic. It was the first plant built in Wood County back in 1885. Sal Nason and his family came here, and they started a small dairy plant. Eventually that plant burnt down, but then they rebuilt onto this same facility, and our family moved here in the late 60s in 1968 and took it over from there, and it's been just a fantastic growth. Great community, great people we have working for us. Oh, it's an open market. It's huge. You know, the opportunity for the diversity in the cheese industry is fantastic, and you have to be that way in order to sell a lot of product. And so we've got a great group of people working on the research and development side for us. So it's been really fortunate for us. Oh, right. We have 185 farm families that market their milk through us here at Nasonville Dairy. And we are so lucky we have like the best dairy farms in not only in central Wisconsin, but in the United States, marketing milk through us. So we're just really fortunate on that side.
Actually, we started in 1968. Our father brought us here from another cheese plant in Wisconsin. We had come from the cheese business. We've always been in the business. We had moved around the state in different parts. He brought us here about that time. The plant ran 7,500 pounds of milk at that time, and now runs about 1.5 million a day. So. We originally started out with making cheddar, and now we make cheddar, Colby, Monterey, Farmers cheese, pizza cheese, Quesa Blanca, Quesa de Friar, Seco, Parma, Romano, Asiago, Fontina, Feta Caseri, Cafetieri, Cafla Graviera, as well as making some Gouda, Edam, and a little bit of Munster on occasion.
Welcome back to Whitterfield. Your final score this afternoon, it was 9-8. Newman Catholic beats the Assumption Royals to wrap up the regular season. Time now for the Nasonville Dairy post-game show. Nasonville Dairy, they have fresh cheese curds, and they're made daily, and they are delicious. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com today. Line score today for Newman Catholic, it was 9 runs on 11 hits with 2 errors. They left 7 on base. For the Assumption Royals, 8 runs on 9 hits with 2 errors. They left 7 on base. The win will go to Dylan Ackerman. He went 3 1/3, 3 hits, 3 runs. They were earned with 5 walks and 5 strikeouts. The loss to Aaron Livernash. He went 3 innings, 4 hits, 4 runs, 3 earned with a walk and 3 strikeouts. The Royals dropped to 3 14. They end up the regular season 0 10 in the Merrillwood South. They will now host Port Edwards from this field Thursday afternoon at 4:30. The winner of that game will be going to Rosholt to take on the Hornets. For Newman Catholic, they get to 5-9, 3-7 in conference play. They will play Butternut Mercer at home on Thursday, with the winner of that game going on to Edgar. Some quick notables from the line score very quickly. For Newman Catholic, leading player Dylan Ackerman. Not only did he get the win on the mound, he went 2 for 3 with 3 RBIs and a couple of runs scored at the plate. 3 for 4 for Shaughnessy with a couple of RBIs. 2 for 4 for Lemansky with a couple of runs, with 3 RBIs as well. And then Brenner reached base through all 4 times, scored a couple of runs from the bottom of the order. For the Assumption Royals, 2 for 4 with 2 RBIs and a run for Jack Klatt. 2 for 4 where Lieberg and an RBI and a run scored. Also 2 hits for Livernash and 2 RBIs. Single hits for Sullivan, Matot, and Shaw for the Royals. Again, the Royals drop this one 9-8 as they get ready for their playoff game on this field against Port Edwards Thursday afternoon. And that has been your Nasonville Dairy postgame show. Again, Nasonville Dairy with their fresh cheese curds that are made daily. Go to NasonvilleDairy.com. For Steve Maves, this is Mike Welland. One more time, your final score. It was Newman Catholic 9 and Assumption 8 from Whitterfield. Everyone have a great rest of your Monday. Everyone stay cool, stay safe, and we'll talk to you next time from all of us right here at Zaleski Sports. Good afternoon.